Blessed is the man that worketh not in the counsel of the heathen, and sitteth in the seat that is scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in this law I see I did sunrise and sundown. Him I go there like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in his season. Him leap never I go wither, and whatsoever him do shall prosper. Yea! The heathen them now they saw them there like a chaff, which the wind driveth away. Therefore the heathen them never go turn upon the judgment of the sin among them in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord God Jah loveth the way of the righteous, and the way of the sin among them always and always I will perish. Let the people of the Most High God say, Joe! Where two and three meeting in the name of the Most High Jah, that's so Jaja there. If Jaja never build up your house, the builder I go build it in vain. Same way. If Jaja never watch upon your house, the watchman I go watch it in vain. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it, and them is safe. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks and I say unto your name, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. Amasa Yahuda, Amasa, Negusto Danielam, Komaya Sataya, Aimana Pio Aya, Kadamawe Grumabe, Atela. This is the Black Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk Rasta. In every traditional African home, there is a black pot, and each time this black pot rests on the fire, there is something sumptuous cooking. My brother, my sister, today we have something extremely beautiful for you. Yes, all in the name of your wildest delicacies, most nutritious. The black pot is here. It brings about unity, different kinds of vegetables and ingredients, types, all get into the black pot. Some of them have different colors, some have different shapes, some even have different tastes. But all of them we put into one. And at the end of the day, we have one homogeneous product which unites the whole family and nourishes the whole family. You see the power of the black pot. That's why we say no matter our shapes and sizes, we must agree to disagree, come together for the betterment of our land, our continent, our people. This is the Black Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk Rasta. We are live on Pan-African TV, live on Ghana Web TV, live on Loud Silence TV, and also live on our own TV, Black Empire TV. This is where we speak truth to power. Yes, truth to power. We normally would not criticize, but if we must criticize, we'll criticize on one condition: to build and not to destroy. This is the Black Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO, where we speak truth to power. We are the masters of Pan-Africanism on TV. Pan-African TV, that's our name. Watch it. What do we have to discuss today? The very first thing I would like to look at today is entitled, China invades Ghana's territorial waters. Yes, some time ago we had China coming in to do patrolling, where two ships would throw a net in between and rake everything in between them, from the little fingerlings to the big whales and sharks. We found that to be detrimental to our territorial waters. We spoke against that, and we all came to a certain understanding. And it was like China had understood the whole thing and withdrew. But all of a sudden, China is here again to invade our territorial waters. Come along. Why are we saying this? Watch the headlines. What are the headlines saying? The headlines are so clear. China's capture of Ghana's fishing industry threatening food security. Can you believe this? China's capture of Ghana's fishing industry, threatening food security. My brother, my sister, Ghana has a lot of fish and Ghana enjoys fish. But if Ghana's fishing industry is going to be monopolized, then certainly it's going to be very detrimental to Ghana's economy. What is the story saying? Politically connected business people in Ghana act as fronts for Chinese fishing businesses. It is illegal for foreign vessels to fish in Ghana's waters, but over the past 10 years, vessels owned and run by Chinese businesses have proliferated. The methods used are unsustainable, with nets that are deemed illegal or irregular as they scoop up fish from different depths, even though the trawlers don't necessarily aim to catch the fish they net. Industrial methods disadvantage local fishermen, but the trawler operators have stuck up relationships with local fishermen by selling their excess catches to them. My brother, my sister, there is a major cost to Ghana's economy in money terms. Ghana loses 50 million American dollars annually. That should go to the fiscus. But perhaps the more profound effect is on food security and nutrition, with many fishermen saying that the depletion of fish is so severe they are unable to catch enough to sustain themselves, let alone generate sufficient food to feed their families. Dash it away. My brother, my sister, so that is what is happening. China is here again. Apart from destroying our land with the help of our chiefs and kings, with the help of our politicians, flora and fauna destroyed, China is on our high seas again. And this time round, they are using abnormal fishing methods, disadvantaging the local fisherman. But the local fisherman is not complaining because the excess fish that China catches using its large vessels will be given at a lower cost to the local fisherman. The local fisherman forgets to understand that the excess fish that is sold to him is scooped from the sea. And for that matter, that area would have less fish. But because they do not think far, they do not look beyond their noses, they only want to fill their bellies today. And they don't care what happens tomorrow. My brother, my sister, that is what is happening in our country. We destroy the land today because we have something to get from the land now, blow it away, and we don't care about what happens to the next generation. The fishermen are going through the same old curse. China comes in with Ghanaians fronting their businesses. They catch all the fish using abnormal, illegal methods. And when the local fisherman throws his net inside the sea, he catches stones. Stones and frogs. All the fish is taken back to China, repackaged and sent back to us, which we buy for an arm and a leg. The local fisherman, for some time, is okay, because when China comes in to catch the fish, the excess ones that China doesn't want, it sells it at a lower cost to the local fisherman. He buys it and he goes home and is happy, forgetting that the sea is being depleted in his area. When would our people learn? When would our people get to know that we need to think generationally? It's not about you eating today and forgetting about the children you are making. And we Ghanaians are so used to making umpteen number of children. One man has 200 children. He's still marrying, though he's 97. He's marrying. He wants to have more children. In the next 1.5 years, he's dead. 6 of his wives are pregnant. All the 6 children that are going to be born will not see their father because he died at the age of 97.5. They will come and inherit nothing but a fishing net and a depleted sea. My brother, this is painful. Would our leaders start thinking generationally? Would they start coming to us and telling us that they are making plans for the future rather than thinking about it now. Their accounts have a saying that I like. Didida chen didi preko. Eat a little at a time for the rest of your life is better than to eat everything today and starve tomorrow. How many people agree with this? My brother, we need to stand firm. Why is China recolonizing us? Have we sold our birthright to China? What is the problem? Are we truly independent? Are our leaders stupid or they are fools? Are they idiots or they are maggots? What are they? It hurts me every time I have to come and stand before you and run commentary like this. It's not only in Ghana this is happening. It's happening in Nigeria. It's happening in Kenya. It's happening in Gabon. It was only Magufuli who stood firm and saved the Tanzanian people from the menace of the Chinese and some other such people. We don't hate the Chinese, but we hate what the Chinese is doing to us. We don't like it. Dash it away. Let's deal with the next thing. Come along. Next thing I want to look at. ECG website hacked by thieves. Blakk Rasta, how do you know it's thieves who have hacked it? Why would a man want to hack a website? A website that charges people money. A website that makes it comfortable for people to get electricity. Anyway, I am not an investigator. There's a bigger investigator who tells us that it is thieves who make 200 million Ghana cedis a month from stealing from the ECG. And this is the man. He always stands shoulder high and chest pushed out. They call him Jata. Jata means lion. Sam George, he's an MP for the Pram Pram Ningo people. I love him because he has information and he's quite brilliant. What are the headlines? Watch this. Some ECG IT personnel caused system challenges to cover up 200 million Ghana cedis they steal every month. Some ECG IT personnel caused system challenges to cover up 200 million Ghana cedis they steal every month. Do you know how much 200 Ghana cedis is? It's equivalent to 20 million American dollars. That's 200 million Ghana cedis a month. And this is what they are stealing according to Sam George. Let's look at the details. Come along. Lingo Pram Pram MP Samuel Nate George has alleged some IT personnel at the Electricity Company of Ghana are behind the recent challenges confronting the company system. He says the problem is machinated tactic. It's a machinated tactic by a cabal of criminals who are indulging in internal power play to cripple the new managing director. According to the MP, the new MD has uncovered the cabal of criminals duping the state of over 200 million Ghana cedis every month and wants to conduct an investigation and move their crippling his administration to prevent. Dash it away. My brother, my sister, a few minutes after the MP posted this information, he went back and deleted it. Watch this. And this is from Daily Graphic. Sam George deletes posts about alleged ECG system attack. The member of parliament for Ningo Pram Pram, Samuel Nate George, has deleted a Facebook post about the suspected cyber attack on the systems of the Electricity Company of Ghana. Mr. George wrote on Sunday, October 3, 2022, that the challenges with the ECG are extremely serious. The attack on their system was not external, but carried out by a cabal of criminals within the very same organization. The MP said he had information that a group had been siphoning over 200 million Ghana cedis every month from the company, urging the government to commence a forensic investigation of the IT department of the ECG. But the boss of the ECJ says that he does not suspect sabotage. That's what he says. He says he does not suspect sabotage. Whatever is happening, my brother, hear me now. We live in a country where we don't have any mercy for the country. It's a few idiots who want to profit, and the majority will die. They don't care. Patriotism, yes, patriotism is out. Nobody is thinking about the next generation. In fact, the next generation is even too far. Nobody is even thinking about his neighbor. They are not even thinking about their children. All they are thinking about is what I'm going to eat today. They steal from all angles, cripple the whole country, and the country is always in debt. That is why we have nationals from different countries come here and look down on us, insult us night and day, steal our gold and diamond, our fish, and even destroy our forests. And we have nothing to say but to put them back on a business class flight and send them back, because jailing them will not improve our economy. My brother, my sister, we have old men who have no brains who are in this country fooling. They are not ready to think. And the president is extremely arrogant. He himself is not ready to think. So the country continues to move from bad to worse. Imagine some people at the ECG stealing money. This power that is generated goes to the hospitals and other places to save life. They have hacked the system. They don't care how many people die. They don't know how many businesses are disenfranchised. They don't care. My brother, my sister, all over Ghana right now, for about a week now, a major part of Ghana is in darkness. Not because they cannot pay for electricity, but because the electricity company of Ghana is not able to accommodate them because their system is hacked. And it has come out that there are some thieves in there making money from the predicament of the nation. The nation is running to the IMF. All the money that IMF is going to give to the nation will be stolen by the same old criminals and thieves. Every time, this thing will become a routine event. We always go about begging. When would our country develop? Would such thieves? In the days of Rawlins, 2 bullets in the heads of these thieves will change so many different things. We have grown to a certain level where we don't want to hear about capital punishment. But my brother, the way out is not capital punishment. The way out is patriotism. To be able to hammer it in every corner. Instead of seeing billboards that say, have you recited the national pledge today? Have you understood it? Oh, are you Ghanaian? Do you know it is because of you Ghana is this beautiful? We don't see that. We see billboards of naked women on the streets. Billboards of juju men who are making people rich overnight. We are seeing billboards of pastors, prophets all over the place. Nothing patriotic. Is this the country you want to live in? They are all preaching quick riches. Quick, be rich quickly. Bring this goat and that goat. We slaughter, you become rich. Go and sleep in the forest and pour some anointing water somewhere. You will get rich. When will the country grow? Come along. Now for these ECG people, Electricity Company of Ghana people, who have this enfranchised so many people, hurt so many people with this action, posterity will judge you so harshly. Where's the minister in charge of the sector? Minister of Energy, where is he? What are you guys doing to stall this? What are you guys doing to bring the culprits to book? You'll be shocked that nothing would happen. Millions will go down the drain. After all, the thieves have brothers in big positions in government. So it is our thief. It's okay. I'll leave it here. When we return, we will talk some more. In the interim, I have a quote on hacking from for you. Hey! Whoa! This is the Blakk Pot, aka Cocoa Showdown, where we speak truth to power. We are live on Pan African TV, live on Lord Silence TV, live on our own TV, Black Empire TV, and live on Ghana Web TV. Pick up our number and do business with us. Call us. Let's advertise your product. Let's see your product grow so big. Let's see your product go all over the world, especially in the continent of Africa. The more the African businesses grow, the better we become. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Cocoa Showdown, where we speak truth to power. Next thing I would like to look at today is this one entitled Ghana Cocoa to be banned finally. You know the EU, right? The European Union patronizes Ghana Cocoa so much. At the same time, my brother, my sister, we have some other countries that patronize Ghana Cocoa. And it's because Ghana Cocoa is the best cocoa. It tastes the best. Everybody loves it. The best chocolates come from Ghana Cocoa. Everybody knows that. Now, so much money has been coming from the EU to support the cocoa industry in Ghana. Last year, there was a big warning coming from the EU that the money that has been sent down to help with the cocoa industry doesn't seem to be going to the right place, as a lot of cocoa farmers are selling their cocoa farms to Chinese people to use that for illegal mining. Again, Ghana cocoa has been so polluted because they use polluted water to grow the cocoa. And the pollution is all coming from the illegal mining. Today, my brother, my sister, the Minister of Information, my own former colleague, Oponkroma, has come out to tell us something, and my heart is broken. I knew it was just a matter of time. Interestingly, the moment the European Union started warning us that, hey, Ghana, we might not come for your cocoa anymore because it's polluted, and again, the support we've been giving to you to help with your cocoa industry doesn't seem to be appreciated. China immediately came out. China that helped destroy our water bodies with our other Ghanaians. Oh, we have started producing cocoa in China. And it's the same quality Ghana cocoa. And ours is not polluted. Economic warfare. My brother, my sister, it was at that time Ghanaians started sitting up to say, oh, they are destroying the land. Oh, okay, it's an economic warfare. And started fighting Galamsey. But Galamsey cannot be fought with this dirty government in power that has so many different interests in the so-called Galamsey. My brother, my sister, what are the headlines? Ghana cocoa, coffee could be banned from EU under new rules. And this is Oponkroma saying, and it's interesting when you read it. It says, Information Minister Kojo Oponkroma has warned that Ghana might soon be unable to export cocoa and coffee to some international markets. The European Commission in November 2021 tabled a legislative proposal that aims at curbing deforestation and forest degradation driven by the expansion of agricultural land used to produce specific commodities, namely cattle, cocoa, coffee, palm oil, soya, and wood, as part of its efforts to reduce the emission of the greenhouse gases. Dash it away. You see, I need only the first paragraph and I'm done. The European Union, all the support it gives to us and some other countries is to produce those things that are mentioned. To be able to achieve deforestation so we can have our forests intact. But if you would still go in there with illegal mining, destroy the water bodies, destroy the flora, then why are we giving you that support? That's what the EU is saying. So in order to punish you, we are not going to give you that anymore, and two, we will not take your cocoa because your cocoa is polluted. This is not the first time the EU is warning. Today we have sat down and we have behaved like animals, idiotic, and some animals are even wiser than some Ghanaians. We have sat down for one of our greatest products to be demeaned like this. Ghana cocoa is so historical. There's no country in the world that has a checkered history of cocoa like ours. Tete Kwashe is rolling in his grave, crying night and day. He gave us our cocoa, arguably. Today, the EU has the guts to tell us that, nah. Better still, we have given the EU the guts to tell us we don't want the cocoa. This is what Opon Nkrumah wrote. In Europe, there is a new legislation that could soon make Ghana cocoa coffee unexportable to many international markets. Early this week in Brussels, I had the privilege to chair a 2-day forum on the future of Ghanaian cocoa and coffee value chains in the face of this new EU legislation. The Ghana embassy in Belgium, under the leadership of Ambassador Senna Boateng, has moved swiftly to bring this to the attention of the government of Ghana. It has also commenced work on realigning Ghana and European interest in coffee and cocoa. Dash it away. Same old foolishness. We have heard this foolish talk a long time ago. We are hearing it again. Stop the foolishness and take action. That's all we want. Not the big English and the big foolishness. You are not the only people who own this land. We all own this land. And when this land collapses, it doesn't collapse on your big heads alone. We also fall victim. Why can't you put in common sense in your heads? Jinapo went to see Minister of Lands and Natural Resources to see the damage Galamsey or illegal mining is doing to us. And he pretended he was shocked. And we're like, this guy is an idiot. How could you do this? You come from the savannah. You know the problem of deforestation. From where you come from. Me and you are from the same place. When the sun is hitting us, we are roasting in the sun. Put an egg in a cup of water and put it on the streets of Boku. Return after 20 minutes and see if it will not be cooked. My brother, my sister, you come from those areas just like me. You have the opportunity to salvage the forest that we have. And you sit down like a zombie, watching the whole thing crash down. You are an idiot. The president is an idiot. All these people in power who are sitting down and watching us die gradually because of their foolishness should never be forgiven. Watch this. Otufo himself is talking. Otufo, who should be thinking about traditional and customary rights and interests, is now talking natural resources. There are powerful forces behind Galamsey's U.S. ambassador to Otufo. Listen. There are powerful forces behind Galamsey's U.S. ambassador to Otufo. The U.S. people don't just talk like that. They know what they're talking about. They have the intelligence. They have realized that talking to this ego-filled president would not work. So they've gone all the way to Otufo. Otufo, you know what? If you want Galamsey to stop, then the powerful people behind these illegal miners called Galamseyers must be tackled. What a disgrace. You said you are independent. Yet these are the same people leaving their countries to come and advise you on how to salvage your country. Then what is the importance of your independence? Such idiots in power. When I speak like this to them, brethren, I don't care what they think. You know why? Because we are frustrated. We have voted idiots into power. And it's our right to call our employees idiots if they are not doing well. Read what is there. He says what? On his part, the Asantehini Otumfuo said to question why Ghana as a country has failed to stop the menace of Galamsey, even after the president, Nana Addo Dankwa AKUFO-ADDO, has put his political career on the line to stop it. Are you sure, Otumfuo? Are you sure that Addo Dankwa AKUFO-ADDO has put his career on the line for Galamsey? He's only pretending to be fighting Galamsey. Why is Wontumi saying that he has the license, even though he's been told to stop? You have the license to operate. You are destroying water bodies. We say, hold on with the license. We gave you the license. We don't want you to operate anymore because this is terrible. You say you won't stop. Asantehene also questioned why the security apparatus in these Galamsey areas and the task force set up by the government have failed to stop the menace. He intimated that small-scale mining was something that had been done for several years, but never to the detriment of the environment. Maybe at that time you didn't know. Utumfo. They were doing it. Kakra kakra no. Na akuko enu nsio. Epo no. Nsio baako na etoso. Etom emanu ye epum. Epo. Ansori na eye epo sa. Kakra kakra omu ye no. Enu na ama Galamsey no ajigon. Dash it away. That's what is happening, brethren. Now the American people are now coming to tell us what we know already. That there are powerful people behind these Galamsey people. I watched a Joy FM documentary where some newsmen went to arrest some Chinese people, and one of them just picked up a phone and called an army officer who came there and released all the people and sent the Joy FM, reporters away. Did you see that clip? What happened to those people? The license to destroy your land. The license to kill your own people. And you want me to give these people a bouquet of flowers. And when the president is booed, people say, oh, he's as old as your father, don't boo him. Respect. Respect who? Respect who? For him to finish killing all of us? This dwarfish idiot? No, sir. No, sir. No president has ever been this silly than this president that we have. And I'm saying it with all seriousness, brethren. If you don't live with us, you do not know what I'm talking about. Look how our land is all polluted. The water that even comes from our tap, that the Ghana Water Company says is very safe, my brother, is killing our flowers. If it's killing our flowers, then I wonder what is happening in our intestines. Recently, water that we're even buying on the street with our own money contained fecal matter, aka feces, aka shit. We're drinking it and getting typhoid. And you want me to go and hug this president? It's a lousy president. Very lousy president. Security apparatus, what are they doing? All they know is convoy. President is going to Pesingpe. 1 million people, cars following him. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. Like some, I don't want to use that word. But what would you expect of this president if his chief advisor is a brainless jack or Safumafo? Of course, birds of the same feathers flock together. They are two idiots who are advising each other and killing us. I am really sad for our people, and I speak out of emotion. If the president succeeds, we all are happy. Every Ghanaian, every African knows that Blakk Rasta, I don't deal with party politics. It's not my cup of tea. What I talk about is patriotism, Pan-Africanism. It doesn't matter who gets caught in the crossfire. You will take equal measure of fire. My brother, my sister, Galamsey is here. EU says we don't want your thing anymore. What are we doing? My name is Blakk Rasta. When we return, we will talk some more. Hey! Woyo!
My name is Waris, but all of you know me as Comedian Waris. I come from a home where cleanliness is not only next to godliness, but a must. We seldom fell ill, and we saved our doctor this headache. At an early age, my mother introduced us to our best gift ever, PJ's Acid Cleaner. PJ's Acid Cleaner kills 99% of all germs and keeps your WCs, marbles, tiles, and concrete floors sparkling new and clean. In fact, you don't need any extra muscle when it comes to PJ's Acid Cleaner. It has all the muscle. When my fiancée, Mamiya, first visited me, I almost lost her. She didn't believe I was single, lived alone, and without a house help. Yet my house had this great fragrance and was always clean. I had to reveal my secret, PJ's Acid Cleaner, my family's greatest gift.
For bulk purchases, please call 0244 624 526 or 0262 233 243.
Am I a sumo?
Yes, Mama Radi.
And you may a king cancer, no. You have my sister Paulina and a day after.
You may a king cancer, no. You better free. Abus chapter.
Hey, babe! Sister Paulina, we're reading glasses here, China, Hebrews.
Hey, madam!
Tina Tet Hayan Herbal Capsule, a drawing Tina Brewati Semi. Me ready, I mention glasses. Obroni Bessie, see clear.
Hey, no crow. Tina Tet Hayan Herbal Capsules, a full supplement for good vision and not recommended for children below 12 years, asthmatic patients, pregnant and breastfeeding mothers.
A drawing baby atwa, for Tina Tet Herbal Shop. Hey, now why? Tina Tet Hayan,
See clear! Luxury home, it's a beauty place for every woman. We do braids, wig caps, weave-ons, nails, pedicure, manicure, waxing, massages. We do everything concerning beauty. So if any lady is thinking about beauty, I believe this is the right place for you to be. We do nail training here, we do braids training, we do wig caps installation, we do waxing. I mean, anything that we do, the services that we render here, we also train people. So if you want to be a master in nails, if you want to be a professional nail technician, this is the right place for you to be. We will train you and make sure you are a professional, not just any nail tech. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we train you to be your own boss. We have international trainers who train you to fit in anywhere in the world. We have our one-man training, and we also have 2 weeks. It's between 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the individual. Whatever you want, we give it to you. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we give you quality yet affordable. So come and get trained and be your own boss.
First of all, is a Jamaican. Yes, I'm a Jamaican. I was born in a little parish, a beautiful little parish called Clarendon, outside of Kingston. Everybody knows Kingston, but Clarendon is where I come from. I am a singer. I am an author. I am a songwriter. I am a poetess, and I am an actress. Right? I do the whole. I've been doing it for many years, and so basically that's who I am. I'm anything art, everything art. That's me. You think art, and you think Diana. Yeah. I do reggae music, I do inspirational music, I do cultural music, I do gospel, if you call it gospel. You know, I just do uplifting, clean music. Even the 12-year-old can listen to it. You know, or the adult, if you feel like it needs some motivation or so. The kind of music I do will really, you know, motivate you, and that's basically what I do, reggae predominantly. Even though them say you can't. Okay, so the inspiration behind Bed of Roses is this. I actually, you know, bad to bad, as we say in Jamaica, there's that little stigma that has always been going on that, you know, most men are not good men, and you don't really have good men, especially like if they're poor and they can't take care of you. Women have 2 hands and 2 feet too, so you're crippled, you know. You don't necessarily need somebody to take care of you. What you need is a man with a good heart who loves you and who will work with you so you can build an empire. So Bed of Roses is really in the defense of men, and so also to really rewrite the narrative that if a man is poor and can't take care and that is not good. Not good for you, which is a lie. You understand? So there are lots of men out there who don't have a lot of money, but they are good and upright men. You know, they just want someone to work with them and someone to motivate them. And so that song was really, to celebrate good men who don't necessarily have a lot of money.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, don't you move in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation when no Sunday.
Bed of Roses is available to the public on our platform called 16 Bars Multimedia. So on the website it will be the 16 BARS M as in Mary.com. So that is 16 Bars MM.com. Definitely. I am available for live performances any day of the week. So you can contact me on, first of all, you can reach out to me on my Instagram as Empress Diana, and my Diana has 2 N's. So that's Empress, which is DIANNA. So that's Empress Diana, that's my IG. And also you can send me a link or something on our YouTube. Our YouTube is the same name of our website, 16 Bars Multimedia. We have lots of work there. You can reach us there, and also you can reach us at 16 Bars mm@outlook.com. So that is 16. This time it's the word all spelled out. 16 Bars mm@outlook.com. And if you choose, when you go on our website, which is the same 16 Bars mm.com, you can go to the contact page and send us a message. You understand? And usually we respond within a couple of hours. All right. So that's basically it. And I'm sure at the end of this, you will have a number somewhere to contact us. All right. So that's it. That's what I do. And keep the music locked. Yes, I bless.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, don't you move in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation when no Sunday.
Sorry. Oh, Doc. Yes, I you Doc. I want to know why you did. We must why she. I've said, do I need to tell you, ma? No, say the young kukru. So your stomach was said the young. Heartburn, so I be count. That damn crying. Meaning said if you be forcing, I don't know.
Test results naturally say when you malaria on the moji.
Yeah, 3D.
Yes, malaria. Nani yem no so we no here. Tinatet tomac and a tinatet malake. Famano nano ho betono.
Malake, anything at a tumak. I'm on my free.
Tenatet malake eyema obi a wanya malaria fever. Ena tenatet tomac mixture eyema obi a wanya indigestion. Yenhwehwemu hu so wanya malaria and sign na wafa edroi. Not recommended for children below 12 years. Pregnant or lactating mothers should consult a doctor.
Blackpot, Coco Show.
This is the Black Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO, where we speak truth to power. Next thing. What are we looking at next? Watch it. This is the Black Pot. Let's get back our Ghana from AKUFO-ADDO. Oh, but he's also a Ghanaian. Oh, okay, I understand. He's Ghanaian, but he's behaving un-Ghanaian and trying to betray Ghana. So we are taking Ghana back from him. Is that what you mean? Who is this person saying this? Oh, this lady is pretty. Ah, Mrs. Grace Ame Obeng. Ah, CEO of FC. Oh my God. Pretty. Ah, no FC. Okay. Very big cosmetic company some years back. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so what is she saying? I have closed 80% of my businesses. FC Beauty Group Company. CEO. Dr. Mrs. Grace Ame Obeng, CEO of FC Beauty Group of Companies, has lamented the heavy toll of the recent economic crisis on her business empire. The founder and leader of the nation's top beauty and cosmetics conglomerate has said she had closed a large part of her enterprises, affecting many of her staff. In drastic measures to help stay afloat within the current global economic challenges. Dr. Ame Obeng made the revelation in Ho when she delivered an address at a memorial lecture to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the demise of President John Evans Atta Mills, which was held at the CD Auditorium of the University of Health and Allied Sciences, UHAS. Dash it away. In fact, what this woman is saying is nothing but the truth. A lot of businesses have closed down. In the banking center, there's a whole shake-up. The whole sector is broken apart. They claim that they have rather done us a favor. Businesses have closed down. My brother, my sister, people who used to have 5 girlfriends now are long old bachelors. Those who had 20 girlfriends now have only one. They can afford only one. On a more serious note, my brother, my sister, people who were survivors in the days are long dead. Those people who were taking care of people are now being taken care of. That's where our economy has reached. Very terrible economy. We vote sick people into power. And instead of sitting down to take care of the nation, they are running around looking for cure for their diseases, their cancers and liver cirrhosis and lung issues and all that. Anal cancer. I don't know if they are gay or what. Every now and then, my brother, my sister, somebody has a problem with their anal cavity. They are not gays. You know who they are? They are wicked demons. They eat a lot of rot and illegalities. So when it's coming out, it chokes there and gives them cancer. That's what they are. My brother, my sister, it's terrible what is happening in our country. 80%. I grew up hearing about this FC Beauty, whatever. Today, 80% is gone down the drain. Italy is flooding this country with cosmetics. France, cosmetics. Yet our own cosmetics outfit is down. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi, we need to rescue this country. Wallahi, we need. At this point, I feel very sorry as a Ghanaian. Where is that guy? Hamid, Dr. Hamid. Please come and help us rescue this country. Wallahi, come and help us rescue this country. You all are quiet. You see you? You are politicians, you are not patriots. As long as you are able to eat and fill your bellies and feed your wives and children, you are okay. When you are in opposition, oh Allah, I feel sorry at this point as a Ghanaian. Look at your dirty president. Look at what he's doing. You are quiet because your stomach is full. Fire will burn all of you one after the other. Posterity will judge you and give you people cancer and liver cirrhosis. Because you are wicked. The average Ghanaian is being killed, but you will pay for that. All of you. Leave it. Dash it away. Next thing I need to talk about. Is this the last one? Ghana water safe after all. Massa, they say Ghana water is safe. Is it true? How many Ghanaians drink from the tap? Everybody goes out to buy the so-called pure water. Sachet water in Ghana is called pure water. Ghana Water Company has done its best. They take water that looks like fecal matter. Water that is supposed to be liquid is semi-liquid because it contains fecal matter. They use a lot of chemicals and are able to squeeze something out of it they call water for you to drink. And when you drink it, you start hearing your stomach rumbling. Like a car is about to spark. When you water your plants with that, they are dying. Typhoid all over Ghana. Ghana water has done its best. You see this symbol? I grew up looking at it. We used to go to the standpipe and queue. The standpipe where you would have to turn the thing to come. Nkrumah had standpipes all over Ghana. Standpipes. In my school days, we had what we call wine. We call it wine. So the water will come. Or press. Children of these days don't know that. But when you go to the villages, Don Poisse, you know, you go all the way to Achichimai, Achichibrimsu, Pesingpe, and all those days still. Ghana water has done well. I applaud you. I've done well. It's just that the country is full of idiots and fools. Wuntumi can come and sit on TV and show us how much gold he has. But he's not bold enough to take us to the field where he is mining to tell us how much flora and fauna he has destroyed. How much water he has made undrinkable, unpotable. He will come and sit on TV and somebody is giving him airtime. Hey, this is gold. This one costs this. You see, this is gold. Do you know what this is? Glorifying buffoonery. What has your idiotic gold got to do with me? As long as your gold is had the right ways unto you. But your gold is bloody gold. Look how many people are dying from the Galamsey fields. You those who gave him airtime to come and sit on TV and fool about. Now you are crying that Galamsey is doing what? Is doing what? You forgot that it was because of this foolishness that the Galamsey is on. Why? What is happening to our country? You want to kill all of us? Do you want to kill all of us? You voted dirty old men into power. And these dirty old men, in fact, their water is even coming from Europe. Go to their refrigerators and check. European water is what they are drinking. Chinese water. We who cannot afford it will go for the fecal matter that they sell in sachets and get sick. Why are you doing this to us? Why? Why are you doing this to us? Let's read the story. What is the story saying? It says, according to him, and that is the boss of Ghana Water Company Limited. Although they have challenges with Galamsey destroying water bodies, water treated by the Ghana Water Company is safe for drinking. I want to assure the general public that water that flows from the tap meets the best of standard and they can consume directly from the tap without relying on bottled or sachet water. He continued. Galamsey is affecting our water bodies and affecting Ghana Water Company Limited in terms of cost of production. But when we are able to treat the water and we pump it into the system, the water that comes out from the treatment plant meets the best standard. With all those rusty pipes, some of the pipes, water has never even run through it. In fact, for the past 30 years, only frogs and cockroaches are in those pipes. Then you pump water there. We are only living in this country by His grace. I want to be honest with you. I don't know the last time I fetched water from the tap and drank it like that. I will be honest with you. I don't know. I do not know. I buy sachet water. And the sachet water that I buy, there are some brands that I look at because I visited their plants and I've realized that, well, at least this one meets a certain standard as compared to the others. That's what I buy. I won't advertise those ones, so I won't say it. That's what I buy. But recently, I started seeing things in even those ones. So when it's raining, I try to tap water directly from the rain that I can drink to my field. But recently it came out that even the rainwater that is falling on our roof is polluted. You know why? We are polluting the environment with chemicals. So the best way out, my brother, my sister, if you have a borehole, you might try it. Or, better still, let's drink the Ghana water like that. When we die and go home, we'll tell God that, well, the nasty country that you gave to us ended our lives. If there's a chance to return to another world, please don't bring us here again. Because we had a last idiotic president with a pot belly, the dwarfish president, who was good for nothing. His ministers were so abysmal, yet the arrogant, dwarfish Homo sapiens told the whole world that his ministers were the best. Please send him to hell. I cannot wait to see AKUFO-ADDO go to hell. You have 2 years to decide whether you want to go to hell or you want to go to hell. You are a nasty president. Very, very callous, wicked president. When I look at you, that's what I see. You sit down and watch all your ministers playing the buffoonery. If the blame is coming, it's coming to you. We didn't force you to be president. You promised us. So if you are failing, we will tongue lash you. Today I'm so sad. You can see that there's no energy. Because of that, I want to go. We lost one of our actors, Echo Blankson. May his body, mind and soul rest in perfect peace. He was on Ghana Web as well, doing marketing for them. We'll do a special edition on you. This one is just to say, hey! Whoa!